The capacity that you are at is where you will top off at. And what I mean by that is where you believe your identity is, like where you believe you range is only as far as you're going to go. And I say this because for so long, I've been working on all these different avenues of trying to go into a different path of life, make online income. And each one, I haven't ever actually seen myself as being in that identity. Like, I've always questioned it. It's really hard to sell something when you don't trust it, and you can't really trust it unless you believe in it. And if you're consistently telling yourself that it's not possible, then how are you ever going to believe it? Like, there's no trust there. There's no trust within yourself. Like, we got to be honest with ourselves, right? So like this whole capacity thing, I've realized like my whole goal is, when I want to help other people. I hate that term. Like I just want to help other people. But seriously, like if I know something that somebody else doesn't, then it just seems logical to like help them along. On the other end of that, like I also know that everything, like what works for me isn't going to work for you. And so I've had this weird like teetering on the edge of like, I can do this, but then like I'll talk myself out of it because I haven't had the experience. Like the things that I'm wanting to teach other people are things that I'm learning myself, which if you've been following, then you understand like there's a lot of shit that goes up in here. Like there's a lot of information I've collected over the last couple years, and I haven't been putting it to use, so I really don't have the experience in it. That experience is what builds trust, gives you confidence, courage, yada, yada, yada. And on the other hand of it, I like sit back and I'm like, what I do know is not anything that I want to live in anymore. And then that goes into like the spirituality of like, if you consistently live in your old stories, you're just bringing up those same emotions, and then like your vibration is leveling out at that. So then you can't go over it, which I guess honestly in the same aspect of that, it's your energy, like depending upon the emotions around the story, that's something to be aware of, because it's not that you can't change them. So, I mean, I guess to like accept the feelings and then let them go and create a new association with the story for better emotions, I guess, even utilizing the emotions of helping people, because that's got to be a better feel-good emotion than like at the time of it being shitty. But I believe there's a fine line there, because you really have to be aware of what you're suppressing and what you're saying. Because let's be honest, like how often do we actually lie to ourselves? I know that I've caught myself into it multiple times. Oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And then when it comes down to it, those little tiny stories come in and they're like, yeah, no, you're not. And then like, where's the trust? You can't trust yourself unless you do the damn thing. So yes, self-trust and the capacity of where you want to be and creating that. So yesterday I spent all day long getting the logistics of this new business down. And I actually feel really great. Like it was the drive that I was talking about that I just pushed through. But it was like I was in flow. Like I didn't even realize. I did take breaks, but I didn't even realize like I had spent the entire day and I got a shit ton done, and it's exciting. And I'm like, I felt good. Like I actually felt good. And it totally went against what everybody else was saying about taking it easy and being calm on yourself and your nervous system and, the feminine flow. And honestly, I mean, it's not that anybody ever actually said that the feminine energy wasn't supposed to be direct, because it is that balance. Like we have, all of us have the masculine and feminine energy. I think I just took it as like one or the other, and that's just not how it is. So it goes back into knowing yourself and trusting yourself and doing what works for you. Like, I think because, like, I am aware that I don't want to be a hustle. Like, maybe that's what it is. I don't want to be in the hustle culture anymore. And the things that I have learned, like, I've found multiple different ways. All those ways still require that direct, like, clarity and, like, movement and execution. And so it goes back to that balance, like finding the teetering and doing what you have to do in each moment. And I don't know why I fought that for so long. Like, I mean, I do. I was so petrified of just being stuck in the hustle again. But yeah, so yesterday it actually felt really good. And it made me realize, like, I do enjoy that. And while there is a little bit of a fear of, like, I want to get to a point where I am not 100% trading my time for money, though I do know, like, there has to be a little bit of a sacrifice balance there, if you will. But, like, this new thing that I'm building is going to be fun. I mean, it may be a little bit stressful, but the whole aspect of it is going to be something new, but in the same aspect of things that I already know. So I'm comfortable in it. And then because I'm, like, building that security, that foundation, I feel like having that security is going to get me out of the desperation and out of the lack. So then as I continue here and on my rogue underdog, I will be more grounded and not so crazy. And I feel like that's going to make the biggest difference out of it all. So it's very exciting. And it's very slow, but whenever you have these little ahas and these little evaluations and find the points where you can celebrate, the littlest things that you can celebrate, it's like that reassurance that, fuck yeah, I can do this. So yeah, this is where we're at. And it's going to be a great day. We head out to Florida tomorrow. So we will attempt to stay consistent, but we may have some shorter videos coming up. But that's okay, because consistency doesn't have to be perfect. We're all human, and we can only give as much as we can. So one step at a time. Feel forward, my friends. Have a lovely day.